I well remember from when I was a youngster growing up in Harrisburg, watching my father as he sounded the shofar on Rosh Hashanah. The long twisted ram's horn he used was visually impressive, as were the notes that he produced from it. Tekiyah, Shvarim, Teruah. The sounds were clear and crisp and full-bodied, just what an ancient Israelite would have heard, I imagine, if he or she were being summoned by Moses or one of the tribal leaders. When I was in rabbinical school, my first high holiday pulpit was in a small town, Kingstree, South Carolina. As a kolbo, I was responsible for everything that went on during the service, chanting the Torah and Haftarah, leading all of the prayers and delivering sermons. To be honest, the part of the service that made me the most nervous was sounding the shofar. That's because despite all of my practice, I was never certain what the notes would sound like when they came out of the large end of the shofar. I had a much smaller shofar than my father's. The sound was not like the deep baritone tekiyah that he produced. Instead, the sound was more shrill, but that was only on the occasions when I was able to produce a sound, and that was not a given. I worried because this was an important moment in the service, my opportunity to awaken people to the start of a new year and to our collective need to examine ourselves, our thoughts, our actions, our biases, and our motivations, and begin the process of teshuvah, repentance, as well as tikkun, improvement. If people did not experience the sounds of the shofar properly, would the work that the new year demands of us begin? Would people recall the faith of Abraham, who sacrificed a ram at God's behest after nearly sacrificing his son? Would the congregation remember our people's covenant with God, established at Mount Sinai, which was accompanied by the sounds of the shofar? Would those who stood before me realize that the shofar comes to teach us that not all prayer is formulated through words, that the notes of the shofar are also a type of prayer? I so wanted the notes to be moving and stirring and beautiful and help to lift the spirits of the congregation. I don't know if I was able to accomplish that, but I do know that these are the things that I think about when I listen to the shofar's call. I pray that when we hear the shofar on Rosh Hashanah and at the end of Yom Kippur, it will awaken us to all of the possibilities for learning and friendship and love and growth and peace that come with the start of a new year.